everyone. Today we are going to revise quickly chapter 2, People as Resources. Now there are certain points to be remembered. Which are those? Let us quickly go through it. Human beings perform many activities which can be grouped into economic and non-economic activities. Number 1, economic activities. Economic activities refers to those activities of a man which are undertaken for a monetary gain to satisfy his or her needs. The activities of worker, farmers, shopkeepers, manufacturers, doctors, lawyers, taxi drivers, etc. fall under this category. Second, non economic activities. Non economic activities are ones that are not undertaken for any monetary gain. These are so called unpaid activities. Example, puja in one's own house, housekeeping, helping the poor and disabled, etc. Economic activity can be of two types. Number 1, market activities and non market activities. Market activities are performed for remuneration, that is, pay or profit. Example, agricultural activities for selling crop produced. Second, non market activities are the activities carried out for self consumption or production of fixed assets. Example, kitchen garden. Now, what is human capital? Human capital is a stock of skill and productive knowledge embodied in human being. Population become human capital when it is provided with better education, training and healthcare facilities. Human capital formation. When the existing human resource is further developed by spreading on making the workforce more educated and healthy, it is called as human capital formation. People as a resource are the way of referring to countries' workforce in terms of their existing skills and ability. The quality of the population depends upon the literacy rate, life expectancy and skill formation acquired by the people of the country. Education is one of the important component of human resource development because it helps individual to make better use of economic opportunities available before him. Number 2, it contributes towards the growth of the society and also enhances the national income, cultural richness, and efficiency of governance. Number 3, measures of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, midday meal scheme, and right to education have been introduced to push education at the furthest end. Health is another important component of human resource development. Efficiency of workers largely depends on their health. If a person is healthy, he would give his maximum output in his working or resulting the growth of an economy. Japan is the country which lacks natural resources, but due to its investment in human resources in the field of education and health, it is one of the top developed countries. Due to historical and cultural reason, there is a division of labor between men and women, which are now on the verge to change. Now, what is literacy rate? Literacy rate is a percentage of population of an area at a particular time aged 7 years or above who can read, write with understanding. What is life expectancy? Life expectancy is an average period that a person may expect to live. Now, what is birth rate? Birth rate is the number of live babies born per thousand of population during an year. Death rate or mortality rate is the number of people die per thousand of population during a year. What is infant mortality rate? Infant mortality rate is the number of death per thousand live birth of children. Now, economic sectors can be divided into majorly three parts. One is primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary sector involves agriculture and fishing. It is dealing with the nature. Secondary sector, it is manufacturing industries. All these industries which can convert raw material into finished goods. Then tertiary sector is a service sector like banking, transportation, insurance, etc. Now there are majorly three types of unemployment. First is seasonal unemployment, disguised unemployment, and urban unemployment. Now let us quickly look through the important questions regarding this chapter. It can be asked for 3 marks or 5 marks. How primary sector is different from secondary sector? Second, how education helps in the formation of human capital? Number 3, does the death rate also affect in the formation of human capital like education? Explain. Number 4, write a short note on Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Number 5, what is the meaning of human capital formation? Number 6, what are the aims of national policy on employment? Number 7, distinguish between market and non-market activities. Number 8, who are to be said unemployed. Explain different types of unemployment with suitable example. Number 9, what are the domestic services of housewoman not treated as economic activities? Number 10, why is human resources the important resources? What steps can be taken to improve the quality of human resources? Number 11, how does unemployment have a determinantal impact on overall growth of an economy? Number 12, unemployment is an economic as well as social evil. Explain this statement. Number 13, suggest 5 steps to remove unemployment from a society. Number 14, how human capital is superior to other resources. Explain. Number 15, how is employability in any sector indicates the economic growth of a country. You can use earlier PDF sent to you, or you can take a help of your textbook to answer these questions. Thank you.